And at the end of the explanations about import CAD, we want to go through this part that we can open the View tab and then Visibility Graphics overrides in each of the views, and in Import, here we can control or override the visibility graphics of the imported files like the layers, the levels. For instance, I can uncheck door and apply, watch this. So if any door is imported, it will be hidden. For instance, in Import tab, I check doors again, apply and OK, that we can show the layers of the doors, and also we can select them and then click on query. Then I click on one of the layers. Watch this, layer number 3. Therefore, if I want to make it hidden, I should open the visibility graphics overrides and then I click on imported views categories. If I uncheck layer 3, apply and OK, then the lines will be hidden. However, also I can consider a specific line for it and also a pattern. Green and apply OK, or the line pattern, gray, and then a line pattern for it, like this way, because sometimes we need to do such a setting. And then from Manage tab, Object Style, we can get access to imported objects in order to do some settings or modifications upon the graphical displayments to apply it on the entire project, not only on a particular view, okay? For instance, I can select number 4 and then choose blue. Watch this, they are shown in blue, but in the entire project, not in a particular view. And in the instance properties, we got some options. For instance, the work plane, we can move them along the levels, and sometimes we import a CAD file into Revit, and then when we draw a floor based on the boundary lines, watch this, then we may not see the CAD file. Let me increase the thickness of the floor and then I move it. As you can see, the CAD file is hidden. Wireframe visual. Let's take the CAD file. Afterwards, in offset from work plane, I want to define a value, for instance 500 millimeters, to move it at 500 millimeters. Shaded, and it is still visible because of the defined offset. Therefore, if you have linked or imported a file and then it is not visible for you, you have to select the CAD file. Watch this, and then for offset from work plane, we can just move it between 1 to 2 meters to make sure that it is gonna be visible. And we got the insert at scale, as you can see, an instance scale, and also the name of the file in identity data. And other, we talk about the shared file and enable cutting views that we talked about it before. And in edit type, we can set the import units and also the scale factor. But note that this is only applicable on the DWG file types. I can just set the import units and specify the scale factor like 50, which this per meters, I mean not 0.5, to halve it 1.1 or 1, so we can resize the plan based on our needs. And here, as you can see, we got some options. We got 3 options actually. The first one, delete layers, which enables us to delete the layers to which the selected object belongs. For instance, here we got a list out of the layers that we can customize them, to delete which one is not required, and click on OK to remove the layer out of the project. From the view, visibility graphics, import at elements or categories. As you can see, the layer is not, it doesn't exist here because it is removed. And I reload it. And then if I want to click on explode, as you can see it isn't available for the linked files. We only can explode the imported files, not linked files. So firstly, let me import this file using import CAD, for instance this file. Then I can explode it, partial and full explode. Partial explode disassembles the import symbol one level to its next highest level of elements. I mean, it does not explode the blocks like furnitures, doors and windows. It explodes only the plan. While when we click on full explode, the plan and all of the blocks will be disassembled like the furnitures, doors and windows. For instance, let me make a copy out of this plan, and then I want to explode one of them partial. As you can see, we got the doors and windows within the blocks while the lines are exploded or disassembled. While if I click on full explode, it completely disassembles the import symbol into Revit text, curves, lines and fill regions. So this is the difference between partial and full explode. Again, link, and the last, which is query, determines the identity of an import object and the layer on which it resides. Then for instance, I can click on this line, then it gives us some information or data like the type, the block name, the layer. For instance, I click on the another one, watch this, arc, block name, style, and the another one, watch this, position, line, the layer of windows, style by, layer or level, like this way, as you can see. And this is exactly what query does. And if I import a text to show you the result, let me get back to the file in AutoCAD. Enter, I want to add a text here to show you the result of query. Autodesk Revit 2025, and then in properties I minimize the size. Afterwards, like this way, enter, I move it and position it there. Again, select 0.35. Then I can know just the style, the text font, direction, justification, rotation, and so on. I save it, and then in Revit, reload in order to update the file. I'm sorry, in manage links, select and reload. Then I open the plan view, check it out, the text. Then I select the text. Firstly I click on query, then I click on text. Watch this. Type text. As you can see, it gives us the information of the text. And if I click on each of these elements, we got two options. We got delete and hide in view. That we can choose to delete it from the view or just hide it. And after hiding the element in the view, I can open the visibility graphics overrides, and then I can check Windows to return it back. So we can hide the elements by instance. And these are the points that must be considered while you want to import or link your CAD files.